Yes, indeed. Bitcoin is back. All right, baby. Welcome to Satoshi's Bitcoin Chart Show. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network, where we find out what's up with what is going down. Today's day is Sunday, the 15th of August, 2021. Let's be gone and jump straight into these figures. Here we go. So starting from left to right, we've got Coolcoin, BTC, SegWit Protocol, centrally owned and controlled by Blockstream. Then we've got Bcrush, centrally owned and controlled by Roger Ver and his crony mates. Then we've got Bitcoin, which is the original protocol, making it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, and the world's first and only digital commodity, backed by the value of data sovereignty, making it the most valuable commodity on Earth. Yes, indeed. And then we've got Fisher Price Cash on the end. So let's have a quick look at the rundown of the Coolcoin's figures. So we've got hash rate 97.7, it's going down. Network nodes 93.6, transactions 23%, that's going down as well. And block size just 1.2. Wow, would you believe it? All right, so let's just have a quick chat with our favourite douchebags of Bitcoin, Peter McCormack, to see if we can explain what's going on here.
Bitcoin is so different now from when Satoshi was here.
Yeah, well, when Satoshi was here, Bitcoin was a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. How far away from that are we now?
It's a completely different project.
Well, what would Satoshi Nakamoto have to say about that?
It doesn't matter who Satoshi is anymore.
Well, what if he came back and said something like, what the hell do you think you're doing, effing up my project?
Even if Satoshi came back, I don't think he would just be immediately welcomed as having this God-given right to decide what happens with Bitcoin. I think he would have to earn his right back into the project.
Earn his right back into the project. I just thought you said it was nothing like nothing like Bitcoin. It's a completely different project, and it didn't matter who Satoshi Nakamoto was anymore. Why would he want anything to do with the project, which is nothing like the one he designed, that is Bitcoin? This makes no sense at all. So, in your opinion, what's his alternative project based on now then?
Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Are you sure about that? Because it didn't sound like it to me. Let's have that one more time.
Into the project, Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Consensus now. Do you know them? Do you even understand proof of work? Do you understand the significance of a chain of signatures? Have you even read the white paper? Did you know that Blockstream implemented SegWit on the 24th of August 2017, which segregated the signatures on the chain, which meant they're accountable to nobody, which brought it under their centralized control, which changed BTC from a commodity into a security, which meant there is no centralization because they centrally control it. Well, should I say there's no consensus now, as you put it. Absolutely insane. So let's have a quick look at Bcrush then. So Roger Ver, tell us about your expectations for your centralized project.
And we're going to really spread Bitcoin Crash across the entire country here in Antigua.
Yeah, good luck with that, mate. And what do you say to all those multinational global companies that do billions, if not trillions of dollars of global trade on an annual basis, that say they need a regulatory compliant monetary system in order to do so?
The ones that say that the blockchains all need to be legally compliant about everything all the time, just go use your Visa card.
Yeah, because that's going to work. And then we've got Bitcoin at the top here. So we'll just have a word with Craigoshi Nakamoto to find out his expectations of his own project. So Craig, tell us, what do you want from Bitcoin?
I want Bitcoin not to go up to 10,000 or 100,000. I want it to be worth millions per Bitcoin.
And when you strip it all down to the bare bones, is that it?
That's it. And that's what we spend money for. Very simple.
Loving that. Well, let me help out and I'll stick my foot right in. So we got hash rate 0.4%, that's going up in the right direction. Network nodes 1.4, transactions 65.4, block size 97.7. All right, and let me tell you what's funny about that. It's laughable. So Bitcoin mining operations compete to process data transactions on chain. No transactions, no use, no use, no value, no money. The most valuable chain is the chain with the most utility on it. And utility is transactions and data volume. That is it. Can you guess what's going to happen? Oh, yeah. So let's have a look at these big blocks. But before we do that, we'll have a quick chat with Michael Saylor, our main man, because he never fails to perk me up in the morning with his enthusiasm. So, Michael, welcome to the show. What do you say to people like Peter McCormack who think that Bitcoin should be changed and tampered with and just sort of messed around with?
I like Bitcoin the way it is.
Oh, so do we, Michael. So do we. But we really like it. How do you compete with that?
In fact, I love Bitcoin the way it is.
All right, mate, calm down. Well, you can't just leave it there. You're going to have to explain yourself. Tell us, what is it about Bitcoin that you love so much?
The way it's currently constructed, it is possible to put all $250 trillion of monetary energy.
Whoa, $250 trillion of monetary energy. Where's that going to go?
in big blocks of encrypted energy on the blockchain.
Well, they do sound like big blocks. What sort of numbers are we talking about?
Maybe the Bitcoin will be 1 million. You can probably calculate $10 million of Bitcoin or something.
Whoa, $10 million per Bitcoin or something. I mean, how's it going to fit and where's it going to go?
Big blocks, $100 million chunks on the blockchain.
Is that right? Well, let's have a look at these big blocks on the blockchain just for you then, Michael. Here we go. So starting from the top, calling out the megabyte blocks: 22, 45, 22, 6, 1, 1, 25, 1, 18, 22, 185, 25, 35, 28, 29, 54, 167, 4, 75, 53, 38. Wow, amazing. And Anne-Marie's Fisher Price Cash, yep, still struggling to get all of his blocks over a kilobyte. And Bcrash, how many blocks do they have over a megabyte? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that it? 5. And how many blocks do Coolcoin have over a megabyte? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, lucky! Good grief! There's not much in between. There's not much between Coolcoin and Bcrash as it used to be. Oh dear. So hash rate follows price, follows value, follows utility, follows creativity, initiative, and intelligence. If you are intelligent and you apply creativity and initiative, you can make something useful. When something is useful, it can then create value. When it creates value, it can then develop a price. When it develops a price, it can then be measured against the cost of other goods and services and used as a medium of exchange. Boom, next. Proof of work by network: Coolcoin, Bcrash, Fisher Price Cash will fall into their own footprints because that's what Ponzi schemes do when they crash overnight. Bcrash Bitcoin hash rate, who cares? Bcrash Bitcoin proof of work, who cares? It is currently 4,500 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than any of these alternative protocols, shitcoins if you will, and it's currently 10% more profitable to mine on Coolcoin than it is Bitcoin. Shows you the competition. So daily average Bitcoin block size by network, let's have a look at this proportionally. There we go, look at that trend line. Look at that. Look at that. That's what we like. Heading in the right direction, looking beautiful. All right, and daily Bitcoin transactions by network, Bitcoin winning. Transactions per block by network, Bitcoin winning. Fees in the block, USD. Fees in the block, Satoshis, Bitcoin winning. Loving that. We'll be winning on every metric sooner or later. So this is daily Bitcoin fee. That's block reward. Well, that's a block fee to block reward ratio. Loving that. Bitcoin winning on that too. Look at this, daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth by network going almost parabolic. It's almost vertical. It's huge. Let's see how far we've extended our chain above Coolcoin now. 203 gigabytes. That was 200 when I did my show just last night. Wow. Wow. Fantastic. Love it. Love it. All right, let's carry on. So let's get into the politics then. So this is global hash rate, 7 days. Global hash rate, 24 hours. That's going to probably match Coolcoin because they've got 97% of the hash rate anyway. And then we've got Bcrash. What an absolute farce. This is a complete and utter joke. At least those who are mining BTC have been hoodwinked and are ignorant about the fact that, well, they just don't know the protocol. They're just following the ticker symbol. Whereas these guys on Bcrash have got literally no excuse. A complete and utter waste of energy and money. Absolutely crazy. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Look at this, some competition emerging on here. Who's other mining pools? But we've got Tal and SV Pool, BTC turning up the heat. Maybe they decided they want some. Hathor merge mining on there. SBI Crypto wanting back in the game again. Not sure if they're friend or foe, but anyway, we'll find out. Time will tell. And then Fisher Price Cash. Yeah, that's not going to last very long at all. So the reason we want these shitcoin enterprises off the chain is because the only thing they understand is dollar worshipping, which means basically price manipulation, which we should look at now in the short positions. So let's have a look at Bitcoin. Here we go. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. Look at the strength in that. That's the price going up. Well, the thing is, though, you know, those who got in down the bottom are obviously the ones that are going to benefit the most. So we are going to see ups and downs. Dirty traders shitting on each other, dollar worshipping. That's all they do. Taking their investment out, trying to, you know, steal, trying to manipulate Bitcoin from other people's pockets into their own, basically, is what they're trying to do, make themselves richer. So we will see, you know, price crashes on the way up, but that's looking really strong at the moment. Very good. And where are these short positions? Look at that. Oh, they're still 90% short position. Look at the trend line of the price. Absolutely hilarious. Dear oh dear. And our core coin. Here we go. Look at all. I would actually say the trend line on Bitcoin looks better than it does on core coin. That looks a little bit staggered. Or like, you know, spiky and stuff. Oh, and where are the short positions now on this? 3.8. Oh, it's still up from the 1 to 2% that they were before. They have no idea. Like lambs to the slaughter. Oh dear. And let's have a look at Bitcoin blocks live then. So for any newbies watching this, the vertical rectangular blocks moving across the top of the screen, the transactions being broadcast and recognized by the nodes on the network. And they're recognized instantly the moment they're broadcast because Bitcoin is an ultra small world mandala network shaped like this. It means that as the size of the network increases, the density of the links goes to 0, making it ultra small world and highly sparse respectively. The network formulation can lead to an approved topology against malicious attacks. Bitcoin is absolutely amazing. So once the transactions are recognized by more than 50% of the nodes on the network, they're then thrown into the memory pool, which is when they're competed for by miners and payment processors in order to create a block, put the transaction within a block, and then place the block on the blockchain, which is when they're rewarded with the Coinbase data, otherwise known as the block reward, otherwise known as freshly minted Bitcoin. Well, look at this. Look at these huge blocks coming through. Absolutely fantastic. Zoom out a little bit. We see the big ones, the Twin Tower blocks right there. The 2 gigameg blocks. Wow. And in the highlighted rectangular box below that, we can see the hash of the block height, who it was mined by, size, the time, the date, the transaction count, and total fees in the block. Lovely jubbly. Let's have a look at movers and shakers while we're here. Always worth checking. D-Drive still storming ahead. Yep, all right. So do you honestly think a network that could only handle maybe 4 to 7 transactions per second if all the stars aligned was honestly meant to economically sustain and support all of this lot? This is the backbone of the world's new global financial system. It is absolutely phenomenal. 4 to 7 transactions per second. What a joke. It's laughable when you think about it, especially when you see all this. It just blows my mind every time. And let's have a look at BitInfo charts then. So where are we now? Oh, back at 14.4. Loving that. But we know that XRP and Ethereum are total garbage and utterly worthless anyway. And we'll just let David Schwartz, the CEO of the Chief Technical Officer of Ripple Labs, explaining that XRP is fundamentally worthless and utterly garbage right now.
The XRP is a digital asset. It's censorship resistant. It's publicly traded. It trades on the XRP ledger. Ripple does not own or control the XRP ledger in any way.
Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
So how did Ripple then get all the XRP that it has? It has about half the supply. So just how did that particular transaction happen?
Good question. How did Ripple Labs end up with half the supply of 100 billion XRP?
So the way its design works is when the ledger first began operation, the 100 billion XRP, all that will ever exist, were sort of up for grabs.
And remind me to have a look up the economic theory of being sort of up for grabs.
And lots of people grabbed XRP out of that system, but it just so happens that obviously, just like early miners mined, huge amounts of Bitcoin before the public knew about it or was using it, early XRP users grabbed large amounts of that pool of XRP. And so the people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
Brilliant. One more time, David.
The people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
Yeah, because they grabbed it. And Ethereum being a security?
You just described some crypto as securities. Which ones do you think of as securities?
It's pretty clear, and the Supreme Court has actually spoken about this many times. If somebody is raising money, selling a token,
start the Ether presale in a couple of weeks. So the Ether presale will be an opportunity for anyone to purchase Ether. Where Ether is the internal currency inside of the Ethereum system, sort of like the XRP and Ripple.
And the buyer is anticipating profits.
What we're hoping is that sort of similar to what happened with Mastercoin. If that slice is something like 20%. And then the value of Ether goes up by 5, then we basically have the entire initial BTC that we got all over again.
Based on the efforts of that group.
About 100 people that are working on Ethereum right now.
Myself leading the protocol design.
And we also have branding teams, we have marketing teams.
That fits into something that's a security.
Partially in order to better flesh out the business plan, partially in order to better flesh out the terms, partially for legal reasons.
Brilliant. And ETH not being able to scale.
Build on top of that. Turns out we can build a financial
you're
plumbing
saying
layer.
That the concept of launching something that doesn't scale and then rebuilding it as something scalable
it
was
scales
in the
somewhat.
initial plans or initial
yeah, we
thinking.
knew it wasn't going to be scalable for sure.
More like Alright, so let's have a look at BitInfo charts just because I love this so much. We'll do transactions. We'll do 3 months. We'll add XRP in there just for lols. There we go. Let's have a look at this. Where are we? Ooh, highlight that bit. So 482,000 transactions. XRP and Ethereum, we are coming for you. Yes, indeed. Scaling test network. Always a check-in. So still 4.4 gigabytes of the largest block on the scaling test network. Looking forward to seeing the highest transaction rates improve. Yeah, absolutely, per second. Amazing. And BSV data, look at this. So now we've got Meta Protocol and Meta ID Protocol both producing 4 gigabytes of data on a daily basis going on chain. This is absolutely huge. It was 3.2 and then 3.6 and now it's 4 gigabytes. Good grief. I mean, amazing to watch. Superb growth. Superb growth. And applications. Here we go. Just checking this. Daily data size at Crypto Fight storming in front. I have to have a look at what Showbiz Media is, but all looking very positive. Looking very positive. And trends.cash. So we got the TDXP app. Still 52% of the overall apps ranking by money spent. Then followed by some unknown ones, but watch this space. All will be revealed in time. And then apps ranking by performed actions. What's it? Meta something or other. Is that maybe Meta ID or Meta Protocol? Who knows? But then the others that we don't know about as well. Again, all will be revealed very soon. Stay tuned. Crypto Quant, yep, all the exchanges were cashing out all last year because they know that BTC is absolute garbage. So the squeeze in the liquidity combined with massive amounts of Tether printing has caused a spike in the price and a huge bubble. And that's what the recent Tether print was all about there, as you can see, because the exchanges were cashing out. Oh dear. What's on chain? Good question. What is on chain? Estimated next block size 581 megabytes. Look at all these transactions coming in. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Love it. And Joho's memory pool. Look at this. So this is what a memory pool is meant to look like. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. What it's not meant to look like is BTC Cigarette Protocol, but it's been purposely restricted. Look at that. Absolutely all over the place. All over the place because it's been purposely restricted and replaced by a fee implemented, so nobody really knows what's going on. Unpredictable, absolute, utter garbage. And we can see the effect that it's had on, TX Street now. And while we're looking at this, we'll have a quick chat with Adam Back, the Chief Executive Officer of Blockstream, and explaining his expectations of the payment network because they centrally own and control BTC.
So, fee estimation in some cases is quite bad. If you're paying a friend, you can probably afford to wait 4 hours and not pay a priority fee.
Oh, shut up, you muppet. I'm not waiting 4 hours just to not pay a priority fee on a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, you fool. Look at this, a median fee, 31 cents. What a joke. And on Ethereum, what are we here? Close that. Median transfer fee, $2. Absolutely insane. Vitalik, how do you respond to that?
The internet of money should not cost 5 cents a transaction. It's kind of absurd.
Yeah, really? So what's $2 then, you fool? And let's have a look at the M1 money supply. Look at that. This chart has actually now been discontinued because they're embarrassed about how much money has been printed. What do we know about excessive fiat currency printing?
Statistical analysis has found that every time an empire begins to near its own demise, you'll find that its currency will be debased.
Yes, indeed, and that is exactly what we're witnessing here. If any of you are wondering why they're going around trying to jab us all, that's the reason right there. So knowing that Bitcoin is the only thing that can save us, how are we feeling about it today? CoinGecko registering a price of $163. Oh, feeling good? Feeling good? I didn't even get to press the button. What's all that about? Well, 75%. Nice surprise. Good, good. All right, let's have a look at Bitping. Here we go. So we've got money flow per hour, 81 cents. The number of countries going up, this should be maybe 40, or 44. All right, look at that. Remember, Bitcoin is the only network that's up 24/7, so it can monitor the downtime of all these other networks and send them reports, etc. Very good. And the morning run, so we've got trade volume, 6,550. Stay away from these people. Move fast and break stuff does not mean breaking the law, of which all these shitcoins are doing, because they're mostly all illegal security offerings. Oh dear. So let's have a look at Coolcoin here, BSV. So, Coolcoin, Bitcoin. So let's have a look at BSV. So we've had 486,444 purchases of the genuine Bitcoin over the last 24 hours. Looking pretty good. Let's have a look at the depth chart on Live Coin Watch. Interesting, yeah, so price is trending in the right direction. And the depth chart. So we've got 4.9 million asks versus 3.7 million bids. Tiny amounts, tiny amounts. The market is absolutely minuscule. You know, we're expecting huge volumes in these very soon, but interesting, interesting. Let's have a look at Bitcoin versus USD. Oh, look at that. Just slowly trending in the right direction. Yeah, we'll take that. And Coolcoin versus USD. Oh, look at that. Pump followed by dump, would you believe it? And more dumping. Oh dear, oh dear. All right, let's have a look at Bitcoin versus Coolcoin then. Oh, look at that. Trending in the right direction. Come on. We'll take that any day. Yes, indeed. And CMC coin market cap. So Coolcoin down 3.4. And where is Bitcoin? Let's have a look. You know, one day it will change big time. So, just down 0.07. Yeah, wow. Yeah, interesting looking at these figures, because we know the entire market of $2 trillion is going to come flooding into Bitcoin, because these are all utterly worthless protocols and worthless bits of data. They do nothing. They give you rights to nothing. They don't produce a dividend. They do nothing. They are all Ponzi schemes. The entire market. A $2 trillion Ponzi scheme. Wow. Think about that. Bigger than Bernie Madoff. Biggest bubble in history. And let's have a look at YouTube. So my subscribers, 626. Come on. Let's chase the Bitcoin SV channel. You know, please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. And Streamanity. 3 or 4 followers. Revenue 60 cents. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed yesterday's video. And Twitch, $133 made so far. Try making that on Twitter. 424 followers. Let's have a look at Acorn Stacks. See how many new users we've had on Twitch over the last 14 hours. There we go. New users 16. Lovely jubbly. And let's have a look at Mama Bitcoin. Ruth Eastman, how is her tweet doing? Let's have a little look. 1,090. I like it every day. Here we go. 1,091. Are they going to keep it there, or are they going to take it away? Let's have a look at Arman Satoshi. How is he doing? Still on 8. Oh, they've taken his followers away. No way. He got to 80.1. And now they've demoted him back to 79.9. That's outrageous. Outrageous. And let's have a look at stablecoin printer. Even we know they're not actually reporting anything these days, are they? August 10th. Well, that was 5 days ago. Oh dear. I think the silverfish have got their clutches into them. Let's have a look at whale alerts then. See if they're reporting anything over the last 24-hour period. Let's have a look at this. 1 hour. 1 hour. What's this? Oh, 2 hours ago. $1 billion. $1 billion. Oh my goodness. Another one. See, look, they're getting desperate. They're getting desperate. But that's going to come flooding into the market soon. Just 2 hours ago as well. They're going to jail. They are going to jail. Oh my goodness. So 4 hours. Look at that. Do they honestly need to print any more? I mean, $1 billion. We were going 100 million, 200 million, 500 million, $1 billion. This is absolutely insane. As the market goes up, they just simply need more and more in order to pump it. You know, it can't last. It's absolutely ridiculous. There we go. Right, that's going to be the talk of the town then. Oh my goodness me. Tether prints another $1 billion of USDT. Oh dear, look at that. Right then, looks like we're up to date with the figures today. Hope you enjoyed the show. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. Buy BSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online.